Welcome to the grade 11 to 12 course selection presentation. Before getting into the course selection process, we wanted to answer the question about course changes for semester 2. We have done a multitude of course changes for this year, and there will be no more course changes for this school year. There is an exception, which is for critical timetable issues, which include changing a program pathway or levels of difficulty. If you're missing a prerequisite for a course, you already have the exact same credit, or you have a spare and you know you're on a wait list, we are still addressing those concerns. So today, this is the presentation for choosing your courses for grade 12. Last year, I asked you to think about your possible pathway, whether it's apprenticeship, college, university, or the workplace. You need to be thinking ahead in order to plan your courses for grade 12. Begin with the end in mind. What is your final destination place or your plan? Do you need to do more self-assessment? Here I have written that you pick up a list of internet resource sites from the guidance department, when in fact this year, this list of internet resources is available on our Guidance Google Classroom by going to the classwork and looking for researching post-secondary destinations and self-assessments. So when you're thinking about your destinations, you may be considering universities in Ontario where you require 6 grade 12 U or M courses in order to apply. Ontario University's info is the best website. College, you need to look specifically at the programs you're thinking about on ontariocolleges.ca. Apprenticeship, again, the best place to do the research here is apprenticesearch.com. And if you're going outside of Ontario, you're going to have to research the institutions individually online. I'm going to show you a couple of these sites. So this is the Ontario University Info website. It's very easy to use. You can click on Find a Program. I've already done the search and I'm going to pull up my civil engineer program. Once I put the name in, I can search all the programs. And once I've done that, I can see that in Ontario universities, there are 21 programs that fall under civil engineering. When I went down the list, I decided I wanted to compare University of Toronto, University of Ottawa, Ryerson, and I also added Western University. Once I've clicked off Compare, I can go over here and click on Show My Comparisons. Once this comes up, this is a great way to compare programs side by side. So here you can see the grade range for each program: University of Toronto, University of Ottawa, Ryerson, and Western. And then if you want, you can click on Prerequisites and you'll get a handy list of the compulsory prerequisite courses. You always need 6 grade 12 U or M courses, but these are the compulsory ones. And you'll notice with civil engineering, they're always the same: English, calculus, advanced functions, chemistry, and physics. And you'll find that's consistent throughout the whole list. Another nice thing you can do is you can click on the title for University of Toronto Civil Engineering. This will take you to a separate page. And on this separate page, you can see the requirements again. Plus, you can see AP admission information, any additional admission criteria, language. Our ESL, ELL students will want to look at that, and any other important information. If you click on admissions, it will tell you a little bit about the basic requirements, how they treat failed and repeated courses, and how they time their admissions when you're in grade 12. And finally, you could go to the university website directly from here, or you can click on to the program website and it'll take you to the University of Toronto's engineering website, where you can get even more information about their program. For college, it's very similar. We have ontariocolleges.ca. Click on programs. I'm going to type in nursing, and all the different nursing programs in Ontario colleges will come up. You'll notice the college name is here: Canadore, Centennial. If I go to the next page, Conestoga, Confederation, Durham. I'm going to get over to the third page. Notice there's lots of different nursing options, Fanshawe, Fleming, and George Brown, and the list goes on. I'm going to go one more, see if I can find Humber. There's Humber. Okay, so here, if I was in grade 12 right now, I could go click on the website. Takes me to Humber College, their nursing website, and their website is quite complicated, but at the same time, you can, with the check mark here, find out more about their admission requirements to get into the program. So that is ontariocolleges.ca. Here's apprenticesearch.com. A lot of students out there don't know enough about the trades and what that means and what an apprenticeship is. So, very quickly, an apprenticeship is where you are trained on the job while you are paid. And there are certain jobs which you have to do an apprenticeship and get certified to actually do it independently. So, let's take the example of, let's do motive. So, below is a list of all the things that come under motive that are apprenticeships. And one of the popular ones we see is automotive service technician. When you click on that, it will give you more information about that trade, what preparation you need, the fact that you have to complete 7,220 hours of apprenticeship in order to become fully certified and qualified. And it also gives you your wage rate. So this is a great site to check out. If you've not considered an apprenticeship in the past, it's worthwhile doing some exploring. So coming back here, these are the websites that we recommend you spend some time doing some of your research. Wanted to remind you, I shared this with you last year, that you can think about science in every range of employment, every sector. You can go for university, college, an apprenticeship, or on the job training. Also, social work is the same. Again, you get the whole range from a graduate degree at university through to college and apprenticeship. Again, this is for someone who wants to work with people, to help people, to understand relationships and development. And whether it's through an apprenticeship, college, or university, you can definitely work in that area and support people. So, working towards your high school diploma, of course, we have the compulsory subjects available here on this list in this presentation, also available in my blueprint and on our website. And just a reminder that, sorry, by the end of this year, we're hoping that you will have achieved group 1, 2, and 3. If you haven't, you need to take a close look at that and see what you are missing in my blueprint to complete these requirements for your diploma. It is important to make sure you complete group 1, 2, or 3. Most of our students do it without even thinking about it. But if you've been really focusing on the maths and sciences, you might have missed out on group 1 and you need to get that completed before the end of grade 12. Of course, the successful completion of your literacy test or the OLC course, I will talk about that later, your 40 hours. And a reminder that community service means you're working with a nonprofit agency and you're not displacing workers. So I give just a couple of examples where we have seen students go out and volunteer and not get paid, but it's a profiting agency and therefore does not count as community service. The types of courses remain the same between grade 11 and grade 12, and the only compulsory for every grade 12 student is grade 12 English. Of course, a reminder, make sure you're getting that group 1, 2, or 3 course done if you haven't done so already. So, what to think about when you're choosing your courses for grade 12? These are the themes we always talk about, considering your commitment to your academic success, maybe your grade 11 teacher's recommendations, how you've been doing, This is really important. What is your area of interest or your learning style, and how does that dictate the courses you're going to take in grade 12? Maybe those destinations and what their requirements are, and your prerequisites. It's very consistent that there are prerequisites for grade 12 courses that are grounded in the courses you took this year. Here's that sample flow chart that you'll see in Common Course Calendar, again on our website. As long as you're following the arrows, you will not have a problem with prerequisites. Math in grade 12 gets a little complicated. There's lots of options. This math in the middle, math for technology, oh, sorry, math for technology is not offered at Central Peel. However, there are some college programs that require it, and it can be taken at night school or summer school. So this is what the chart looks like for grade 11 moving to grade 12 math. MCR 3UO leads to advanced functions, so functions leads to advanced functions, which can also lead to calculus. A student cannot take calculus unless they take advanced functions. So hence the arrow goes to advanced functions, then on to calculus. A student can also come from MCR 3UO and do data management 4UO. 3M, this is the one where you go from an M to a U. This is the only example we have in our curriculum, but a student can take 3M math, functions and applications, and go on to take data management. Or they could consider the college level math. College level grade 11 goes to college level grade 12, or workplace math, and grade 11 workplace math leads to grade 12 workplace math. Just sharing some of our relatively new course offerings. Sometimes students say they didn't realize we offered these courses, so we're going to share them with you at this time. Cooperative education, very popular in grade 12. In particular, our 4-credit co-op runs for the full semester, either semester 1 or semester 2. You're pretty much in work every day, not in the school, and you're achieving 4 credits. The co-op 2-credit co-op is really for grade 11 SHSM students only, so you should not be choosing that unless you did not complete it for your 2-credit, for your SHISM, sorry, this past year. Again, cooperative education is a great opportunity for students to get out of the school environment, go into a work placement, get some job-related skills, maybe check out a possible destination for yourself, find out if it's the right fit for you. It could present some challenges for students who are applying to university and need certain prerequisite courses, but often students have taken a night school course or a summer school course in order to make it work. We do have a dual credit program through co-op. It's connected with our local colleges. It's exciting because a grade 12 student who's doing co-op and dual credits will do their co-op placement most days of the week. However, if they've signed up for dual credits, they will actually attend a local college 1 day a week. I'm going to give a couple of examples. We've had students go to George Brown College to do graphic design. We've had students go to Sheridan College to do early childhood education. We actually had some students go to Centennial College, which is pretty far away, but they were able to do a dual credit in automotive. So there are some pretty awesome opportunities in the dual credit program. What that means, though, is you're getting your 4 credits for co-op, and then you're also going to college for that 1 day. You will get a credit on your high school diploma for that college credit. So 4 credits for co-op, 1 credit for dual credit, that's 5 credits in one semester. But even better than that, a student also gets a college credit. So let's take that example of the student who goes to Sheridan College to do their early childhood education dual credit program and then applies to Sheridan College to do early childhood education. They will have already completed one of their credits for free. There are many different options. However, we expect our students to choose co-op in order to explore these options. Mr. Smith is currently our co-op teacher who can provide much more detailed information about dual credits. It's also available on our website, Guidance Google Classroom, as well as the Peel Board website. So for SHISM, if you are already enrolled in either business or sports and health SHISM, make sure you're meeting your requirements for grade 12. So for example, to business, this is for the business, to the 2 business study courses and English and math, or for sports related, make sure you get your 2 sports related courses, 1 English, and you do not require to have math. And just of note, with full disclosure, universities and colleges are receiving your grade 11 course marks. However, their decisions are traditionally made on your grade 12 course marks. Their ultimate final decisions will be based on your grade 12 marks. Your grade 11 marks will act as a possibility for early acceptance with those universities. And this is important. It's a little frustrating, but we cannot get my blueprint to stop doing this. So, a student who took photography this year is eligible to take grade 12 mixed level, university slash college, photography next year. Same with the student who took art 300 this year. You are eligible to take art 4MO next year, but my blueprint will tell you you are not. I am telling you you can. Please choose it and submit it. So think not only about the courses you require, but you can still take some courses you enjoy and broaden your experience while you're finishing your diploma. Talked about these myths last year. Universities do not care whether you have extra college, open, or workplace credits. So you want to take that gym course, take the gym course. They're not going to worry about that. They're not going to care about that. They are looking to make sure that you have 6 grade 12 U or M courses. Research your prerequisites for university and college. For example, some programs require no grade 12 maths, while others might require 2 maths. So the process will be online as is the case for every year. You can start planning now, but you can only submit once. And the deadline to submit will be January 25th. The button will be open and active today, but you do not have to submit until January 25th. Do not click that submit button until you're absolutely certain about your courses. Once you do hit submit, you will be locked out. However, in late February, you will get a verification letter if you have a course or 2 that you wish to reconsider and change. So a reminder how to get to my blueprint. Click on high school and you're going to see this. This is an example of someone who's already done course selection, is choosing their grade 12 courses. You'll notice that English is the only compulsory one here. Once they've put in their courses, I did this particularly to show you. This student is taking 300 level art in grade 12, and then they want to take the grade 12. The grade 12 art is red. It's telling you you don't have the prerequisite, but I'm telling you it's okay because 300 is the prerequisite for 4M. You can edit, change, and delete by using the 3 little dots. And once you hit submit courses, you're going to review your course options. You're going to hit submit, and then this is brand new. You will be prompted to enter your parent or guardian's email as they need to approve your course selection. This is a new process, and guidance counselors have been told how to find the report to make sure that parents and guardians have actually approved your course selection. Make sure you put their email in correctly. You can print off this sign-off sheet and keep it for your records. It's not required, but at this point in time, that's just for your records, not for ours. So, talk to your parents, guardians, get advice from your teachers, read the course descriptions. In particular, you can click on a course in My Blueprint and get a full description and possibly an additional guidance message about the course. If you have issues accessing My Blueprint, make sure you email your guidance counselor. Make sure you meet the deadline. And just something we've noticed is that wait lists for next year courses, when there is a wait list, are sometimes determined by when you select your courses. So if you do leave it past the deadline, that could end up with you being on a wait list. So for grade 12, you must select a minimum of 6 courses, 3 per semester, 1 study period per semester. You also need to make sure you're hitting your 30 credits to graduate. And of course, today we're opening the website to submit courses until January 25th. After today, you're going to be emailed an information sheet. It reviews all the compulsory courses for grade 12 and reminds of the dates and processes. Some questions. We wanted to answer a few of the common questions. So, you are in a unique situation. You did not have the opportunity to write the literacy test last year because of, COVID and not being in school. We did not have the literacy test. So the question is, will you be writing this year? At this point in time, we believe that yes, our grade 11s will be writing their literacy test in the spring. However, we are awaiting details from the Ministry of Education. Therefore, we ask you as a grade 11 student not to stress about this. Do not worry about it. It's not within your control. Just wait until we get further information from the Ministry of Education. You can take 2 spares in grade 12, but that would be the maximum. A student must carry 3 courses per semester. If you're looking to get your volunteer hours done, please note that there are some virtual opportunities on the Peel Board's job board, but it's also on our Guidance Google Classroom. But we do ask students to make sure you do what is comfortable and works for you. We're not asking you to put yourself in a position that you're uncomfortable with when it comes to volunteering this year. And do your grade 11 marks matter or count for university? I kind of answered that a couple minutes ago. Um, So a university will look at your grade 11 marks to consider you for early acceptance. However, early acceptance is conditional based on your final marks in grade 12. So while they may offer you an early acceptance based on your grade 11 marks, in the end, it is always going to come down to your grade 12 final marks. So we ask you to plan wisely. We ask you to submit by January 25th. And thank you very much for listening to this presentation and have a great day.